I'm Alex from Northroast Coffee. I am the marketing manager and administrative manager. I've been working at Northroast for about a month now. My job is to manage all of the marketing campaigns, all of our social media, email marketing, but I also help the team every day process the orders for all of you, as well as manage our wholesale accounts. So every day is very different and diverse, which I love. Today we are going to share a recipe with you that's a very simple and approachable way to make coffee, and that is using our Hario cold brewer. To do this, we need very few ingredients, and it's really important to note that cold brew is incredibly approachable, so you don't need fancy equipment to make it. You can make it with a French press and easily put it in the fridge. We're going to show you how we do it with our Hario, which is available on our website. So I'm going to unbox this Hario now just to show you what's included in the package. So this is a glass cold brew carafe, and there is an insert piece here which will hold your coffee grinds, and a little lid, kind of a bayonet style, that holds the coffee and allows it to sit in the water. We're also going to, for the sake of example, use our Polar Vortex cold brew grinds. So this is a mix of our Peru blend and Mexico. So it has a very smooth taste to it, not too acidic, which is great for cold brew. When we brew with our cold brew maker, it's really important that you use cold water. The reason being is when you use hot water, you're really drawing out a lot of acidity in the coffee. And so with cold brew, we don't want that very strong acidity. We want a smooth, approachable flavor. A lot of companies do use hot water to brew their coffee in their cold brew, drives up acidity, and then they end up using a lot of sugar in the coffee to make it taste better. So this is what we're going to use today. We also have cold filtered water. Very important to use cold water. We're just going to open this up and start to fill this with our coffee. For this size, I would recommend about 60 grams of coffee. So we're just going to measure out 60 grams of coffee. I like my cold brew really strong. I start my morning with 4 shots of espresso every day, which is probably very bad for my heart. But I have a 7-year-old, so it's essential. So now that we have 60 grams, we're just gonna gently pour in the grinds into our little filter here, making sure you don't spill any. Okay, so now we're gonna add the water to our grinds inside the carafe here. And we're gonna pour it very gently over the grinds to make sure it doesn't pour over. So we'll do this very slowly and gently. And again, we want to make sure we fill this pretty well to the top so that as we let this sit and steep, all of the grinds are covered. So now we've completely poured in all the water, and this is descending in evenly, and all of the grinds are covered. So when it comes to brewing coffee, there's many factors that influence the overall taste of the coffee, and one of them is agitation. So it's really important that as you're brewing, Before you let this sit, you're just giving it a nice stir, making sure that you get all of the clumps. So I'm just gonna stir this for a few seconds here. And I can already see that the agitation here is causing the coffee to draw out and become more flavorful and darker here. So now we're just gonna connect the little lid that comes with the filter. We're gonna close that. So that's how you make cold brew. At this point, you're gonna let this sit on your countertop for a minimum of 12 hours up to 24 hours and just let that coffee continue to steep and draw out that flavor. Really simple, easy, approachable recipe. Again, we're using our Hario here at the roastery, but you can use any type of equipment to brew cold brew. Thank you so much for watching our cold brew tutorial today. I'm Alex, and we look forward to seeing you at the roastery.